Hello everyone, Itchy Dimitri here to talk to you today about Itsuwari, or Dreams of False Promises. This game is one I've really enjoyed. It's a reason it's my first video. It's, I think, appealing to the eye. It's got a lot of features that I think one would appreciate and not a lot of the downsides. So let's get into it and let me try and convince you to play this game. It's free on itch.io. Just going to say that now. There's going to be a link in the description below. So let's go! Room 0. So this is a level-based game, as you can see. This is not the last room we'll have to enter to beat this game. Immediately noting, there's an item bar in the bottom. It's kind of a Doom look-alike if you're familiar with those type of games. You can pick up items. Right now I've got a gun that shoots Chinese characters, which is pretty cool. There's a number up in the right with that shows how many coins you can collect. You'll see them later on. And then a bar on the left that shows health. So ultimately, we've got a combat system. You can tell it's kind of exploration-y. There's no real, hard level design. It's mostly soft, kind of go where you will level design. There's a combat system, and already it differentiates itself from the vast other exploration-based games in that it has an actual purpose. It actually is a game. There are certain objectives you need to complete to do the level. There's a certain ending. There's secret areas to it. This is much more than what you'll be getting playing other exploration-based games where you just, walk around, poke around a cityscape, and suddenly be, after some time become bored and end up giving it up. And as you can tell by the door I just walked through, Itsuwari has a kind of surreal feel to it. It suddenly turned from bright and happy, and now everything's still neon and saturated, but it's just kind of creepy, I want to say. And that's what I really appreciate about this game, is it goes for the surreal, creepy aesthetic, but it's not immature enough to completely go the jump scare route. The enemies that we'll face later on, they're not too tough to beat, but they can give you a scare as you're running around the levels. I know there's a level later on that's like a labyrinth, and running through that maze and having these enemies chased after you gives you kind of a fright. It's something you'll enjoy if you're like me and can appreciate kind of unsettling games, but are disgusted by horror. I hate horror. I really enjoyed this game. It's not too scary, but I would still classify it kind of a horror game. So what kind of people should play it? Ultimately, if you like the vaporwave aesthetic, just dead on play it. If you don't, you might have, some reservations about playing this game. If you don't like the vaporwave aesthetic, if you don't like exploration-based games, if you don't like games that don't have an overarching story to them, you're not going to like this game. I'm sorry to say. If you do like surrealism, exploration, vaporwave, you're going to appreciate it. If you don't really know what you like, try it anyway. If you've never played a game like this, I definitely encourage you to give it a shot. These games are loads of fun. They're like half of what I play. So that, I think, about wraps it up on who should play this game, who shouldn't. I've given you kind of a preview of how this, how the level design works. It's just me running around, exploring different places. I hope you'll give it a shot. I hope you'll appreciate it, and I hope I've convinced you. This is Itchy Dimitri signing off.